Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. Welcome to another episode of your Average Day Joes. I'm your host, C.
Jay, what's up?
What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Happy Taco Tuesday if you're into the tacos. I just had me an enchilada. I didn't do the whole taco thing, but I was really close to it. What's up with you, Jay? How you feeling today?
Good. Getting
Everything's
stuff
good?
done. All about getting stuff done like usual. That's what I do.
In case you guys missed it yesterday, we did go live at our gym after the show. Please check that out. We did do a really tough workout. We did our chest. It was chest day last night, Q&A. So yeah, definitely check that out. We went pretty hard, even though I was a little bit under the weather. I still managed to thug it out and do what I had to do to make it happen. And today, I do feel much better than I did yesterday. So definitely help. It helps when you're sick and you're trying to work out. Like that really does help. Jay's the one that actually you're the one that kind of like put me on game when you're sick to like do stuff like that, and it really helped.
Because being sick is not it's not normal. There's
Right,
no such that's really no I mean there's I don't know the exact wording, but it's not normal to the body to be sick.
right.
So if you go about your daily life and actually take care of it, if you actually build, you probably will never get sick. You know what I mean? It's just about the vitamins, eating, obviously building the red blood cells from the gym. It's all, focus.
Yeah,
So that's why you feel better, which is good.
definitely, definitely,
It's very important.
very important. Sure. All right, guys. Well, yeah, welcome in, welcome in. We are your Average Day Joes podcast, and we are gonna be going over trending topics, sports. We got a lot of different. We got crypto. We're gonna have some horoscopes for you, conspiracy. We got it all, guys. So hang in there, and we're gonna get into our Jay Did You Know segment, because we like to give you guys some quick facts, and that's how we do it with the Jay Did You Know. Let's see here. Jay, did you know that a Soviet Russian probe melted after just 53 minutes on Venus, but not before sending humanity its first ever photograph?
From Venus?
Yeah,
Oh shit.
right.
Russia?
Yeah, Russia, man.
On point, man. That's what we like to hear.
Oh, yeah,
Doing work.
exactly.
The Venus. All right.
Venus, man. Making
Didn't
things
know
happen.
that.
Um, let's see here, Jay. Did you know that scientists make a groundbreaking discovery while studying ancient Roman technique for concrete?
No, but that's a good thing to understand.
Yeah, no, definitely. It's some kind of new structure of building, so that way it reduces, like cracks. It's kind of like, um, it's weird because they're finding like a new process with these building materials that can basically like self heal themselves. So like if you have like cracks or something in your concrete, it basically will fill the cracks by itself.
All right.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Let's see. Jay, did you know that a man wins thousands after capturing and removing invasive snakes from Florida?
I did not know.
Yep, he won $10,000. He was the winner.
Love it. Did not even know.
Let's see here, Jay. Did you know that China strikes hard in space? The geostationary satellite pulverizes Starlink with a 2-watt laser at 36,000 kilometers from Earth.
You said a Starlink, like a Starlink satellite?
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
That's fucked up. That's
But I
fucked
mean,
up.
they did say that Elon was going to be working with China, so maybe they actually were in like conjunction
Oh,
together.
maybe he was okay, yeah. Well, he's just building them batteries. That's all. That's what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah, but I'm sure they're going to be, he's going to be helping them out with other things. I'm sure.
I
I
would
don't
think so.
know why not. So
He's not. He knows what he's doing. I would think so. It helps him for a lot of It's like playing both sides basically.
yeah. So Jay, how usually we're like dependent on like semiconductors from like Taiwan and all these places.
Yeah,
So did you know, Jay, that it looks like scientists have discovered a revolutionary new class of material called inner crystals. These inner crystals could pave the way toward greener electronics and next generation quantum technology.
no, I
Not be
didn't know.
needing Taiwan's semiconductors anymore.
That's interesting.
Yeah, pretty cool, pretty cool. Let's see here. What else we got for you? Jay, did you know that scientists developed game-changing solution for harmful issue with modern construction? We're doing geology fast motion, they say.
Nope.
So basically, you know how we always talk about AI on this show because it's such a big part of our lives here in the Bay Area.
Yep.
So they're saying that scientists are using artificial intelligence to develop a more eco-friendly cement production process that could significantly reduce carbon dioxide emissions.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't read about that.
Yeah. Let's see, Jay. Did you know that while we were over here in Labor Day, super hot, beaches across most of the U.S. during Labor Day were closed due to fecal contamination?
Yeah, I actually saw there was an article about it, and it wasn't just here. It was like the whole U.S.
That's what I was saying. It
Both
was the whole
both
U.S.
coasts. Yeah, both
Right.
coasts. I
Right.
was like, what? Both coasts?
Like, what the hell's going on, dude? What, you guys
Yeah,
start
that's.
cleaning the poop out of people's?
I was gonna say that's like shit everywhere. What?
Dude,
I'm confused.
I don't know.
I
Something's
don't
up.
know.
Definitely something is up.
I don't know. I ain't hopping in no ocean anytime soon. So yeah,
I
I don't
know.
know.
I know.
It's weird.
Jay, did you know that Vladimir Putin says he reached an understanding with Donald Trump over war's end?
Of course he did. They have an understanding.
They do have an understanding.
Everything's about bread at the end of the day.
Exactly. Exactly.
Putin's a G. He's about his bread. We know that.
Oh yeah. Jay, did you know that there is a new hurricane brewing in the Caribbean called Hurricane Chico, and it's on the path towards Florida and the Gulf Coast again?
It's about those. It's about to be that time of year. So yeah, it makes
Yeah,
sense.
exactly. Exactly.
It's gonna have a few of them. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all.
All right, Jay. Let's move on and get into our top 7 breeds that are not nice to meet you.
That are not what?
They're not nice to meet. Like you wouldn't want to meet these like off the back unless you knew these dogs already.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, one of those things.
All right.
All right, let's get into it then. At number 7, we have one that we said I think yesterday, and that is the Chow Chow. The Chow Chow is instantly recognizable with its lion-like mane and distinctive blue-black tongue. This ancient breed from China was once used for hunting and guarding, which explains its strong, self-reliant. And number 6, we have the Akita.
Makes
Akita is
sense.
a powerful breed from Japan, known for loyalty and courage, but they are very kind of somewhat aggressive, so you do not want to approach it off the bat.
Hmm.
At number 5, you have the Chihuahua, also one of the smallest dog breeds, but it has one of the biggest personalities. At number 4, you have the Black Russian Terrier. It was
Russian Terrier.
originally developed in the Soviet Union for military and guard duties.
Got it.
At number 3, we have the Caucasian Shepherd. Have you ever heard of a Caucasian Shepherd?
No, I know Australian Shepherd.
The Caucasian Shepherd was developed in the rugged Caucasus Mountains to defend flocks against predators.
Okay.
Pretty big breed. At number 2, we have your Tibetan Mastiff,
Yes, sir.
one of the most imposing guardian breeds in the world, bred in the Himalayas to protect livestock from predators.
Yes, sir.
Huge dog. But at number 1, for your dog that you don't want to kind of like be around, I guess, in the beginning or meet, dogs that are not nice to meet you would be the Borzoi, Borzoi. Borzoi.
Okay.
Borzoi, also known as the Russian Wolfhound, is famous for its elegant frame, silky coat, and graceful movement. It's originally bred to chase wolves across open fields.
Okay.
Man, that's kind of dope. I never knew there's dogs bred to chase wolves.
That's kind of crazy.
That is kind of crazy. All right, guys. Well, that is our Jay Did You Know segment. Let's move on and get into some sports. I think the only thing we got going on is MLB, right?
Yes, sir. Let me pull up some MLB for you.
Let's do it.
Oh man. Yes, we will see exactly what games are on right now.
Let's do it. I hope my
Yes,
Padres
sir.
won.
There was 3 people tossed from the Giants and Rockies game, just to let you know.
Dude, what? Crazy.
Yeah, that is news right now. So, yeah, let me see. So in that game, that 3 people were tossed, just to let you know. The Giants did end up winning that game 7-4.
Oh,
Yes, I'm just letting you know because I'm leading off with that since that was a trending topic.
yeah.
Another trending topic was Max Fried for the Yankees. Pitched a hell of a game, only gave up 1 run, and they beat the Astros. So anytime they beat the Astros, they're always happy about it because of you know what happened a few years back in that World Series. So
Yeah.
yeah, Yankees won 7-1. The Cardinals beat the Athletics 2-1. White Sox were trending because they beat up the Twins 12-3. The Cubs beat the Braves 4-3. Angels beat the Royals 5-1. The Rays beat the Mariners 6-5. Nationals beat the Marlins 5-2. Red Sox beat the Guardians 11-7. Blue Jays beat the Reds 12-9. The Mets beat the Tigers 12-5. Pirates beat the Dodgers 9-7. That's very nice. They were trending too, the Pirates, so that's a good win for them. And there are 2 current games going on. We got the Diamondbacks and Rangers. They're in the top of the 8th, and the Diamondbacks are up 5-2. And the Orioles and Padres. That is the last game. They're still in the bottom of the 6th, and the Padres are losing 5-2. So that is the current games right now. The last 2 going on, the West Coast games. Let me check out. Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Yep, that's it. That's it for MLB.
So that
The
is our trending sports. There's nothing else, right, for sports at all?
Nah, the only thing else that's trending is college football. Ohio State's a number 1 seed, so
Oh, okay.
yeah, they took over the number 1 spot after beating Texas. So
Yeah.
it's very early in the week. So I'm sure tomorrow, obviously, we'll have games on Thursday for NFL.
Yeah.
So the season will be starting on Thursday. So that's going to be a good one
Got you. Got you.
for sure.
All right, Jay. So I want to ask you something. I was at work today, right? I had to go. It's my day off, but I went to work.
Okay.
Um, how would you handle this situation? Okay. Some people they bought a used car. When you buy a used car, if it says as is, that's pretty much what it means, right?
It means as is no warranty. It means you're buying it right then and there. You're responsible for anything, and you should have your mechanic go look at it if you're buying it as is.
So
That's what I would do.
So let me ask you. I got this. It was like a dad and mom. They were buying a car for their son, right? First
Okay.
time driver.
Okay.
They bought a used Subaru Crosstrek,
Okay.
and they bought it on the spot in the daytime.
Okay.
They liked it. Everything was cool. But then, as soon as they took it off the lot, once they got home, they told me that there is glass chips all over the windows on the driver's side on both the front windows. You know,
Okay.
so we weren't initially going to do anything about it because it's as is, but we're like, you know what, just bring it in because he also said he has some transmission problem, but there is a warranty that would cover the transmission, so we just said bring it in. The
Okay.
warranty covered. So we did check today, and yes, in fact, the glass, especially during the like daytime, you can't really tell. It kind of looks just like dust, but it looks like somebody came with a leaf blower and just like blew a whole bunch of little rocks all over both the windows.
Okay.
Basically, the dude's from Tubarone, super rich, like they own a house for like 3.5 mil or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
and they are basically threatening to sue us because they're saying that it's a safety issue. So
What is the safety issue?
they're saying that for their son, when he drives at night, you know how like when you have chipped glass, and then you have like a headlight from a different car that comes like radiates the light into the chipped glass, and the light goes different ways. It doesn't like it's not like in and out like regular glass once it's chipped.
I don't know. I'd have to see it.
Yeah, I mean it's not a big deal, but I'm saying like if you say as is, would you say that would you have thought like, oh, that might be like a safety issue and the dealership should cover that, or should that be like you
It
said
is a.
as is?
I mean, well, technically, it is a safe. Is it on the windshield?
Not on the front, just on the sides, on the driver's side.
like the driver's window.
The driver's window and then the back window, the passenger like back window, but not the rear and not the front.
It,
You can still see everything. It's just at nighttime it gets a little bit like dark. I mean, not dark, but it gets a little bit tricky.
yeah,
All light
it's
situation.
a 50-50 shot. Like you can do it like if you want it to be nice. I don't think you have to. It's
Yeah,
you could try it. They can try and see, but I don't think they would. There's no if it was the windshield, you'd have to cover it, but it's not the windshield.
gotcha.
So you'd be fine. But I mean like they should have inspected that on everything. They should have looked at every little thing. Hence
Funniest
the
thing.
term as is.
Yeah, exactly. And the funniest thing is that like we show everybody the Carfax, and they have to actually sign the Carfax
Yeah.
beforehand. You know,
Well,
so
that's what I mean.
why,
They didn't read it apparently, or look into everything, or have a mechanic there to check everything.
bro? Not only did they not read the Carfax, but today he asked me to pull it up for him again.
Yeah.
Pulled it up, and then he was reading it today, and I didn't even catch this. In the Carfax, it says that that engine has been replaced. So it's like, I mean, right there, that would have been like a red flag. You know what I mean? For some
Yeah,
people,
I wouldn't have bought it
that's what
if
I was
it's been.
saying. But then, I mean, you could look at it a different way too, where like, oh, it's a new engine in a used car. Like that's actually a better engine. You
It
know what I mean?
is and it is and it isn't. It
Yeah,
depends. You
yeah.
know.
One of those things. But it was just like today was just like one of those hectic days because I had literally two different people I'm working with that have chipped glass that I'm trying to solve their problem. And then the other lady for like 2 months now, her tailgate wasn't going up and down on a Lexus that I sold her. So
Hmm.
basically, we sold her a warranty, and that when she took it to the dealer, they wouldn't cover that warranty. So now we're like, all right, we'll take it to Subaru and we'll do it here for you since we sold you the
Yeah. Well, yeah. Lexus is very
Lexus is
Lexus.
very, very demanding, bro. Of like
I know.
every little strict, very strict about what they do and who they work with.
I know. I have a Lexus, so
Yeah, exactly.
you
So
know
you
what I
know all
mean.
about
And I've had major things done. They were very keen on just only their facilities. That's it.
it. Yeah, exactly.
No
Exactly.
one else. They take care of everything, but it's Lexus is just one of those brands.
Right, right.
You know what I mean? So
All right, guys, let's get into some of your trending topics for today. We do have a lot of political ones. Let's start off with Jay. What's going on with Trump today?
there's multiple Trump ones. Which one?
The Space Command?
Ah, yes. So today, Mr. President Trump announces he is moving the U.S. Space Command headquarters. So it's going from Colorado to Huntsville, Alabama. So it will be known as Rocket City, says President Trump. So you're going to have obviously more than 30,000 jobs created, and yeah, billions of dollars of investments are probably to follow. So shout out to Alabama. You're going to have the facility there. That's kind of cool. The
Why,
U.S. Space Command.
why is he moving it out of Colorado Springs?
I have no idea. I have
Oh,
no idea. Do you know why?
no, I was just asking. I have no idea.
Oh, I don't know.
Because
He said
I know that space they
he's
set up the Space Command a while ago, like a few years ago.
yeah, and he said, well, he basically Biden. He said that Biden moved it to Colorado,
Uh-huh.
and he said that Biden weakened our military. So I mean, I think he feels a new area to put it. It's his choice. He's president, so
Got you.
I ain't mad at it. You know what I mean?
Of course, of course.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, do
I
I
wonder
think
if there's like,
Colorado to Bama? I don't see anything wrong with it.
I mean, for me, I would say Colorado would be the safer place than Alabama because it's in the
Why?
mountains. It's in the mountains. You have natural borders. Alabama's kind of like, you know what I mean, right next to the coast where you get
I
hurricanes, a lot of flooding. So I
I don't.
understand why they put it in Colorado in the first place. Uh, damn, I don't know. You think that's a good idea to put the Space Command in Alabama
Why not? Why not?
because of like severe flooding, hurricane, like the possibility of natural disasters striking in Alabama is a lot more than Colorado.
I don't know. I don't really hear about hurricanes and all that in Alabama. Is
Oh,
it
okay.
that happens in Alabama a lot? I don't know.
Yeah, like on the coast, yeah, because the Gulf Coast, when like big hurricanes come in, then they can affect pretty much all those states on the south over there.
I have no idea. I don't really hear about that when I hear about hurricanes.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
But it does make sense because I believe in Florida, Jacksonville's where they used to always launch all the like NASA shuttles,
Yeah. And
So
then remember, Elon has his city in Texas.
Texas, yeah. So it's like right in the middle of everything.
So you have right there Alabama, Texas, Alabama, Florida. Like it's all in a row.
Exactly.
You know, I don't see anything wrong with moving it to Bama.
I don't think there's anything wrong. I was just wondering if you feel like it might be a better decision or a worse decision. I was just asking your opinion.
Uh, I don't know. Alabama seems like a straight up state. So I don't see I don't see anything bad about it. I don't see anything weird about the decision.
Of
Yeah, I don't. I mean, if President Trump is moving to there, he's doing it for a reason.
Yeah,
Rocket
of
City,
course,
bro.
of course,
So there you go. Like I said, I mean, it's a chess move. So
for sure.
like I said, I don't see anything wrong with it.
Right, right,
You know, so he may know something that we don't about strategy.
right.
You know what I mean? Do you ever hear anything going down in Alabama? I don't. I know they always have excellent college football teams in Alabama, but that's about it. That's that's all I hear going down to Alabama, but that's it.
The last thing I heard about Alabama was like 2 years ago that I think it was Birmingham where they like didn't have drinking water for like hella long or something like that. That's like the last thing I heard. That was a few
Oh,
years.
don't know.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Like I said, Colorado has a lot of high tech type jobs, and they do have a lot of like things going on for them. Alabama, I would say that like you said, it does create jobs, and I think that those are like really highly skilled jobs. So that would bring some skilled labor force to Alabama. So I do think that that's a positive in that sense.
Of course, I believe so.
Yes, sir.
Alabama,
Alabama. All right.
yes, sir.
Let's move on then and get into our next political Trump news. So it looks like Trump has set order to do a federal intervention in Chicago and Baltimore now, which he was already going to do Baltimore anyway, and I think he's already been doing DC. But yeah, so now he is actually ordering federal intervention in Chicago as well. And it said that he said today he's ready to order federal authorities to mobilize and combat crime despite opposition from elected leaders. Asked by reporters in the Oval Office about sending National Guard troops to the nation's third largest city, Trump said, "We're going in," but added, "I didn't say when. I have an obligation," the president said. "This isn't a political thing." Let's see here. Scuffed at the notion of sending military troops and federal agents in Chicago, reiterating Tuesday that federal intervention was not required or wanted, says the governor of Illinois. Local officials in Baltimore have joined Democratic Maryland Governor Wes Moore in similar opposition of federal law enforcement intervention. Trump has already sent National Guard troops into LA and Washington, where he also federalized the police force. He has said he plans similar moves in other Democrat run cities, even as a federal judge on Tuesday deemed the California deployment illegal. So, yeah, it looks like he is deploying more National Guards and trying to take back our nation because right now our nation is overrun. And the funniest thing about this is, Jay, I'm sure you agree with this. All the people that are opposing are not even usually the ones that are being affected by the negativity of everything that's happening. These are all the people that are like, you know what I mean? Like, if you were to ask them, like, okay, well, you're so smart and you want immigration to work for you, why don't you take some of these people that don't have a place to live and house them in your house for like a few months? And these people, of course, will never say yes to that. But yet, you know what I mean? They think in their eyes they're doing the right thing. And you know what I mean? The other people think that they're doing the right thing. So it's just like this whole like runaround. Even today, I was driving home from work, bro. I was driving in San Mateo, like going towards my house, and
Yeah,
on the third Avenue overpass in San Mateo, they had a whole bunch of protesters with like a big sign that said "Resist ICE."
What?
Yeah, I was like, "What are you guys talking about? If you guys are having these white people having these kind of signs up, like, what are you doing, guys? Why don't you get a freaking life,
Oh
go to
god.
work, and you know what I mean? Why don't you help the economy, make it better?"
Oh god. Oh man.
You know,
Must be nice to have all that free time.
I guess so. I mean, so you got nothing better to do with it.
I haven't had free time in a long time, man. I have
Oh,
so
I
much
know.
stuff to do. Like,
Yep.
wow, to go out, hold some signs in San Mateo.
How they do it, man.
Ah, man, I'm telling you, must be nice to have free time, man. I'm telling you.
We got DTW in the house saying what's up. What up, DTW?
What up?
We're gonna have to maybe have a little talk, DTW, because we definitely I'm gonna need a moderator, and yeah, we'll have to talk about that. Let's
Word.
move on. Let's move on and get into our other political Trump news. I think that's what we're doing. Yeah, Trump. What is going on in the international waters in Venezuela and Trump?
President Trump, he basically ordered U.S. military forces to conduct a lethal strike on a Venezuelan drug trafficking vessel in the Southern Caribbean. He basically killed 11 suspected members of I can't pronounce the name of the gang. The operation targeted a boat carrying narcotics linked to Nicolas Maduro's regime as part of a broader U.S. crackdown on narco terrorism, with no American casualties reported, which is excellent to hear. This action escalates tensions and underscores ongoing efforts to dismantle international drug networks. So basically, yeah, he just obviously, put in the work, killed 11 cartel members, call it a day. You know what I mean? Everything linked to the narcotics game. So good job, President Trump, making it happen. I ain't mad at that.
You know, it's crazy because, like, if you look on Google or anywhere else, this is not even trending. You could barely even find stuff like this. Yet, in X, it's like one of the highest trends.
Oh, this is
That's crazy.
huge. What are you
Yeah,
talking about? This is
that's crazy.
huge. That's some good. This is some actual stuff right here. You
I
know
mean,
what I mean?
that's the thing. All the good stuff, when they do report about Trump, is never really reported. Like, they always try to brush it under the table.
We
And
we know that.
it takes guys like us, average day Joes, to be able to report this to the people and
Yeah.
let them know, like, hey, it's not all freaking what they tell you guys in the news.
Yeah. Well, this is some important stuff. This is good. You know what I mean?
Definitely, definitely,
Most def and no American casualties, even better.
yeah.
So that's very good planning.
He's keeping an eye on the seas. You know, we can't be bringing all that coke out over here. Shit.
Coca.
Coca. How it goes.
Oh man. I do. I get it.
Yeah.
But yeah, good
So
work.
is there? I mean, we've already we I don't know what they're talking about mounting tensions with Venezuela, because we've had tensions with Venezuela for the longest. So that's not going to create any more tension that's already been, especially because of
Yeah,
the
it's not it's
relationship.
it's not about it's just, like I don't even think it just has to do with their drug network. That's the tension.
Right.
I don't think it has to do with Venezuelan government. I think it just has to do with their drug network, bro.
Gotcha.
You know what I mean? It's like
Gotcha.
taking down a certain, because drug networks are huge. You have different players from all different countries. So you're messing with people's money. And yeah, obviously people, certain people that are high up involved in that are probably like, you know,
Yeah.
that's all that is. So that's what I believe they mean by tensions. I don't think it has anything to do with Venezuelan government or any of that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we're talking about just major players in a big, big system. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's all.
Okay. All right. Well, let's move on then and get into our next trend. Let's see what we got for you guys here. All right, let's get into some business news with Google. So it looks like, guys, Google will not be forced to sell off Chrome or Android. Judge rules in landmark antitrust ruling. So, you remember, Jay? I did report a couple, like a week ago or two, about this court ruling that they had to like sell, and that they were gonna like have all these little divisions that had to
Yeah.
sell. So it looks like the judge probably got paid off or something, because they went against it, and they said a court will not force Google to sell it off anymore, their Chrome browser or Android. The decision serves as a significant win for the tech company, which has avoided the most extreme possible outcome from a landmark antitrust case that determined the company was operating an illegal online search monopoly.
Yeah,
Although
all the.
Google,
Oh, go
what was
ahead.
that?
Go ahead. Oh, go ahead. Go
Although
ahead.
although Google will not be forced to sell off its Chrome browser or Android, it will have to make certain search data available to qualified competitors to promote competition. It will also be barred from entering into or maintaining exclusive contracts related to the distribution of services like Chrome Search, the Google Assist, and its Gemini app. Those agreements provide a significant source of revenue for Google and broad access to its services. Although the company has proposed ditching those contracts as a potential remedy in the case, U.S. District Court Judge Amit Mehta said in a ruling Tuesday that he had accepted Google's proposed remedies in part. You know,
Oh yeah.
um, yeah, I don't know, man. This judge Amit Mehta or Mehta, I don't know, man. I don't know if he's making the right decision because obviously Google does have a freaking monopoly on their search.
It's not. It has
It's-
nothing to do with that. They probably offered him, a little something, and
oh, for sure,
that's how
for sure.
everything gets passed. That's how
A lot of
everything
work.
gets by. Yeah, a little incentive. That's all he. That's all he needed was a little incentive. That's it.
Exactly.
That's all.
All right, let's move on and get into some celebrity news. What's going down with Drewski?
Well, Drewski, man, he's a comedian, social media personality. But he just basically, today he released a little, a satire skit, at a NASCAR event. Nothing harmless, but he was just portraying an ultra patriotic American. You know what I mean? He had sunburn, he had effects, he had a wig, and people were kind of saying stuff because he did have a bare white face. And Drewski's a black dude. So he looked very country, let's say, bro. You know, very redneck, in other words. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And he's just a comedian, bro. I thought it was funny. I watched it, and I was, he actually looked very real. I'm not even playing with you. It was crazy.
oh, really?
Oh yeah, I was like, oh shit. Yeah, if you didn't tell me that was him, I wouldn't have known. It
Oh,
looked
okay.
that real. Yeah, I
Okay.
was watching. I was like, okay, who's this cat? And he's just having a good time. He looked like a straight up redneck, at a NASCAR event. And if you didn't tell me it was him, I would have never known. It was hilarious, bro.
I
But
believe
yeah,
it.
I didn't see anything bad by it. You know what I mean? But people, you know how people are. Oh my God, it's so racist. Like, bro, calm down. Like he's just like, he was just simply like, I'm just a guy who's proud to be American, bro. What's your
Yeah,
why you what? You know? But yeah, so I thought it was funny. But but a lot of people, always cause it. People like drama. It's what people like. So, that's just what it is.
well,
But
I
yeah, I
think we
didn't
should. I think we
what?
should leave this up to the average day Joe audience
Oh,
and
you're gonna show 'em?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, watch it, bro. Watch it. You're gonna be like, you wouldn't even, if no one told you that was Drewski, you wouldn't even know it was him. Go
Okay.
ahead, watch.
Fine.
Watch this shit.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Yeah! Born in the USA! Woo! Born in the USA! Hey, Suanna. Suanna.
She's not listening.
Hey, come on. You need to listen to your nana. Go ahead, baby. Girl, you crazy now. Hey, me Ma. How you doing, baby? How you doing, baby? Good. All right now. Born in the USA. Hey, you lost, boss?
No, I'm going to the race.
What race?
NASCAR race.
You going to NASCAR?
Yes, sir. A little bit.
You ain't lost, is you?
No, I'm good. I'm going to the race, sir.
Sure about that?
Yes, sir.
Find something safe to do, boy. Yeah. If liquor don't kill us, pussy must. Yeah! Woo! Bring on the truth, baby! Oh, that's where it goes. I see. Dan Arthur.
Randy Van Devin.
Dan Arthur. Oh, South Dakota.
Yeah.
Damn right. Proud to be American.
That was funny, bro.
I told you, man.
I think he was enjoying that a little bit too much though when he started like talking to like his
Why? This is
to his
funny as
people, you know?
fuck. Well, it's funny. Like, there's nothing. It's funny. He's a comedian. It's funny.
No, it is funny, but it's just when I see stuff like that, it's all hella funny. But like I started imagining myself being that person on the other side of it.
Yeah, but they didn't know. Do you think anyone knew?
No, but that's what I'm saying because
Yeah.
he acted some of the stuff he did like towards his brother was you know what I mean was kind of like borderline kind of racist, I would say.
On
Which
purpose.
no, I totally understand, but I
That's the
always
whole point.
I put myself in those person's shoes. I'm like, oh, dude, that he made him like feel pretty shitty. You know what I mean?
It's hilarious, though, man.
It is though. It really is. I'm not saying it's not.
It's not a bad thing, man. It's fucking funny, dude. But no one told me who it was, I wouldn't know.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's the best part about it. That's what I mean. That's why I don't find anything wrong.
Right.
It's fucking hilarious.
We got GB on X with the laughing emojis.
That's tight.
All right, let's move on then and get into some. Let's get into some Epstein news, man. We haven't got into some Epstein in a while. Let's see what is going on in that. So, it looks like House Oversight Committee releases tens of thousands of pages of Epstein files. So there's more now. The release comes after the panel received materials from the Justice Department in response to a subpoena. The DOJ previously released the audio and a transcript of its interview with Epstein accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell. Many Republicans have called for more transparency surrounding the case and the release of records related to the matter. The issue has roiled the House. It says records release contains wide array of files, including flight logs, court filings, and surveillance footage. The Republican-led panel released the tranche of tens of thousands of documents just hours after members met with 6 of Epstein's victims behind closed doors on Capitol Hill, and comes as one GOP lawmaker is trying to force a House vote on the release of the case files in full. The 33,000 pages of Epstein documents James Comer has decided to release were already mostly public information to the American people. Don't let this fool you. The top Democrat on House Oversight, Representative Robert Garcia, said in a statement. Yeah, looks like some of these were already available, and they're just making it to something more than it might really be. But I can hear Mr. Trump in the background say, "You ain't got me yet, biatches." All right, so that is our trends for the day. Let's move on and get into Jay's movie of the night.
Tell me though about that skit. Tell me that whoever did that dude's skin, makeup, and everything they even gave him a sunburn.
It was on.
Bro, tell me that was not fucking everything was legit, right?
Yeah.
You saw that, right?
Right.
Like, that's some impressive shit.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just letting you know. That's very impressive. You know what I mean? People gonna say what they want to say, but that shit was funny. And if he never told anyone, no one would have known.
Right.
Remember that. Remember that.
Oh, I know.
I would have never guessed that in my life. Never.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
After watching that shit, I would have never guessed that shit in my life.
I know. That was cool. All right. Jay, what movie are you watching today? Because I do not know this one.
You don't know this one?
Nope.
No way.
Never saw it.
If Infinite was online, he'd be ashamed. Because he knows this one. He knows this one. He brought this one up like a few weeks back.
Okay. I was ready for the one you said you were gonna do yesterday for us today.
Yeah, my fault. My fault. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find it.
Oh, I got you.
And I didn't really have the time to like I could have dug through a couple things to find it, but
yeah.
And this one it literally was on.
Oh, okay.
It's literally, and I was like, oh, I wanted to put this one on a couple weeks back.
Is this Aliens?
Close.
Predator versus Alien?
No. So this is actually the prequel to Alien.
Oh, okay.
This is where, so obviously it came out after, but this is where the alien came from. You know the movie Alien?
Yeah.
This is where the actual alien came from.
So is it Covenant?
No, it's called Prometheus.
Oh, Prometheus. Okay.
Yeah, it's so this takes place before Aliens. You know, so you came out with Aliens, Alien 3, all that is shit. But they actually made this like, I don't know, like in 2010s, one of those years. And they made it to where it was the prequel to Alien. Like this is how the alien race came about.
Oh, okay.
It's a very good movie. Very good movie.
So yeah, go over the movie and let us know what it's about.
Yeah, basically, how do I put this? Basically, they're exploring. Like they're obviously they're from Earth, but they're exploring different parts of the universe. And you got Charlize Theron. I forgot her name in the movie, and Idris Elba. And you know they have their ship, and they're going to different places. And they have a crew of them like an Alien, you know what I mean? They have I forgot one artificial dude and like, you know, a couple different people with them. And they're a little more advanced. They're a little more advanced because they're from the future, but they're trying to find life on different basically different places, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're hoping they run into like a different, you know, race similar to theirs or something just along the lines, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they end up running into a race that's like very similar to ours, but very just more advanced than us, bigger than us and everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And basically they go to this planet and they basically they don't want to be friends. they were they did not welcome any of the people. You know what I mean by that? And basically, how do I put it? One of the beings from the new planet, you know, like I'm trying to sum this up because I haven't seen this in a while. Basically, there's an alien and then one of the new beings on this place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then you got this crew of people. You know what I mean? And obviously, you know, come to how do I put it? Like everyone's gonna be wiped out, basically. You know what I mean? But at the end of the movie, you have one of the new beings that doesn't want to be cool with anyone. And he ends up trying to fight the alien. And then somehow, boom, you know, they I don't know how to put it, but they kind of how do I they mix. Do you know what I mean by that?
Sex with aliens?
No, not necessarily. Not necessarily. I wouldn't put it like that. That's one of the new beings, by the way, in that pod. That's one of the new ones.
Develop aliens. They didn't create them. They develop them like a hybrid.
In a way, yeah. In a way, exactly.
Okay.
Yeah, and it was just basically that's one of the new beings in that pod. By the way, he's not up yet on this planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and basically, that's it's hard to. I haven't seen it in a while, so it's hard to explain. You know what I mean? But it's this movie's solid. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I haven't seen it in a while, but Yeah, obviously they're trying to fight different things that are going on with people inside there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, man, this was a solid film when it came out, though, man. It's a like I said, I thought it was like Aliens was my favorite one, the second one, but all the other ones I was just kind of like, you know what I mean? But this, bringing it back to this to like beforehand, oh man, I thought this was excellent, you know. But yeah, very good movie. I would if you're into like aliens and sci-fi and that type of stuff, this is an excellent film. You know what I mean?
What do you
And
rate the movie?
I'll go. I haven't seen it in a while, so I can't go Brady. I'll go nine. I'm gonna go 9.7 though, and she's not letting one of the crew members back on because he's sick. He has some type of virus, and she's like, "Nah, you ain't coming aboard this shit." She wants to set him on fire. You know what I'm saying? Charlize Theron's like, you see what I mean? He's like dying, clearly. You know what I'm saying?
Let him burn.
Yeah, that's what I mean. She's gonna fucking set him on fire. She's like, get the hell off. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
Yeah, she doesn't want anything that they've contracted from this planet, basically. You know what I'm saying? To come back.
right.
And literally, just as you could tell, just said peace. She's like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. Other person's hella sad because that was kind of a dude she was like with. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, excellent film, dude. Like I would, like I said, I'd recommend it to anyone. It's not really scary or anything, so it's not a scary movie. It has certain parts in it that could be horror. You know what I'm saying? Definitely could be horror. But that dude right there, he's an artificial dude. You know what I mean? I forgot what they call him. You know what I'm saying? He's like an artificial type dude where he has like he was created. You know what I'm saying? I forgot. There's a name for him. I totally forgot. There was a name for him in Aliens too. You know what I'm saying? Forgot the name of them. They have like the white blood and everything. You know what I mean? But they can operate things and they can still live even if half their body's there. You know what I'm saying?
I got
Yeah, like artificial beings. You can call them artificial beings if anything. You know. But yeah, I'd recommend it to anyone who likes sci-fi. You know what I'm saying? Sci-fi or a little horror, but it's a solid film. I like the cast. That was the big thing, you know, like in Aliens, you know, like part one I didn't really like it. Part two I thought was better, which is rare, but I like the cast in part two. That's why. You know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Yeah, for sure.
Let's do our movies then, and let's do on Charlie's thing.
Charlize Theron?
Yep.
All right. The South African one. Okay. All right. She's from South Africa.
Yeah. That's somebody who I really admire.
Charlize Theron?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's definitely an excellent actress, bro.
Especially because I basically I really got to know her and then appreciate her in well, I'm gonna mention my favorite movie of her with her.
Yeah. Don't you don't have to do it now.
Yeah, you go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah.
Say your
But
what's your favorite movie first.
my favorite movie of hers is one of the first movies. Well, I saw her in a couple movies before, but I really thought she played a hell of a part in an Italian Job.
Oh, that is one of your favorite movies.
That's what I mean. So I have to say it because it's one of my favorites, and I thought she played a really good part in it. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
For sure.
What about underrated?
That's a tough one because she has so many fucking movies, bro.
The Legend of
She's got
Bagger
a
Vance.
get, huh?
You're gonna go with the Legend of Bagger Vance?
No, I'm not going with that one. Nah, I ain't going that one. I'll go. God, she has so many movies. I'm just gonna say two because she has so many. I'm gonna go Men of Honor because she had a really small part in there, but it was big. It was a big part. You ever seen Men of Honor?
Yeah.
The excellent film. She was good in there, and Reindeer Games.
Reindeer Games, okay.
Yeah, those are two. I thought those two movies they came out the same year. That's why I went with them, but they were excellent films.
Yeah.
Really good films, and she had cool parts in them. You know what I mean?
God.
But yeah, I'm not going underrated. They're not underrated at all.
No, for sure.
But her movies are just, yeah, she's on another level for sure.
So my favorite movie of hers, where I basically kind of like discovered her and was like, oh wow, okay, she's cool. That's A Million Ways to Die in the West. that's
What's that?
that's like one of my favorite movies with her in it. You know,
Okay. I
yeah,
never seen it.
it's just a comedy. If it's like honestly, bro, it's a um. So you know how what's his name, the Will Ferrell. You know how his comedies are.
Yeah.
So this is one of those type of comedies. It doesn't have Will Ferrell in it because it's directed and the main dude is Seth Green from the Family Guy. He's the one that created that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But it's super funny, especially if you just like one day are like, you know what, I just want to smoke a little joint and fucking watch this movie. You will laugh your
Okay.
ass off, bro. Laugh.
Okay. One of those films. Okay.
One of those because the cast is what makes
Uh-huh.
this movie crazy. You know?
Got it.
Yeah, you got Liam Neeson, you got Neil Patrick Harris, Giovanni Ribisi, Sarah Silverman, Amanda Seyfried.
Oh
Uh,
wow.
yeah, you
Wow,
get
that's a lot of people.
so many people, bro. Like good cast in this. Seth Green, obviously. So yeah, it's just on a whole nother level, man. It's a really good movie, really good,
Okay.
and it stars her in it,
Yeah.
which is exactly what you would want her to be in this movie.
Got it.
As far as underrated of hers, I will have to go with. I'm gonna go with Just had it up. Oh, That Thing You Do.
Which one?
That Thing You Do with Tom Hanks, 96.
I don't remember.
You don't remember that movie where basically it was like a kind of like the group of like the Beatles, like the next up and coming Beatles, and she was like the girlfriend of one of the dudes, and then he kind of had to break it off.
Man, I don't remember that. She has so many movies.
She
Fuck.
does, she does. That's a good
I
movie
don't
too.
remember that. Wow.
Tom Hanks was the main dude of that movie.
Yeah, yeah. He always has good movies, so it's probably
Yeah,
good for sure.
exactly. But I will also do one notable mention because she does have so many great movies. So I will do one, and I'm gonna go with as far as notable mentions. Well, I no, no, you know what? Well, I'll leave you one. I'll see if you say it anyway. But she did a movie called I don't even know if I'm pronouncing this right, but it's called like Aeon Flux.
Neon Flux, yeah, it was good.
Aeon
I
Flux.
seen it.
Yeah. So that's kind of like some unique thing that she did. I think it's worth mentioning.
Yeah. Well, I thought that was a good movie. I thought it
Yeah,
was a good film. I was
because
gonna
like I
use it, but she has so many good films that I I was choosing differently. That was a good one though. You know what I mean?
which one? What other one would you choose?
I'd say Bombshell. I didn't get to see Bombshell, but I bet you it's good.
Okay,
You know, I'd even go Atomic Blonde,
Tom Blonde. Okay.
or even she was in Devil's Advocate. She's in so many movies, bro. Like,
The other one I was going to mention was, and she's been a part of a lot of the series, were the Fast and the Furious.
yeah. Well, she was she was the enemy in one of, or maybe a couple of them actually.
Yeah,
Remember?
exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, she did a good role in that. So when they started making more money, they threw her in that.
Exactly. Ones they can afford it.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. But yeah, she has so many movies, dude. It's insane how many. Her catalog's nice.
I know.
She got a good catalog, bro.
That's true.
You know what I mean?
Very true, man.
Yeah, man. Definitely an excellent actress, bro.
For sure. All right, guys. So we are watching Prometheus. That is what Jay has on right now. Where robots are going ham on this chick.
Oh, so in this, so they took out, so that's a machine that it stitches you up, and it basically stitch her up, took a alien thing out of her.
Oh, it took it out of her.
Yeah, because like she was scared something was in her from where they were. Remember, she saw what happened to the dude?
Yeah.
So basically the same thing was about to happen to her. So she went into this pod. So those pods are what we're gonna have in the future, basically. You know, like in Elysium.
Yeah.
Except this one does all the surgeries for you right then and there. Boom, 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 boom. Took the thing out, held it, and then she didn't even finish. She had to stitch herself up after, but it actually does all that stuff for you in there.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like it's a self doctor basically.
Oh, okay. So it's
Yeah,
kind of like that other movie, Elysium.
That I just said that.
Yeah.
Literally just said that.
just came to my mind too, though. I was like, oh wow.
Oh, okay, yeah. So yeah, except in
Trying to picture the
Elysium,
machine, like how it worked, you know?
exactly. So in Elysium, it'll go like this, remember, and then you're cured. And this one, it shows like it being doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, good, we're good. Like it shows what it does, and that's what I mean with AI as a robot. Like does it all by itself, and then
Right.
cool, you're done. You know what I'm saying? But she had to do it extra fast because you saw it. It basically took it out of her, grabbed it, and then she's like, "Oh shit, I got to get out." What if it gets loose?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So she had to stitch herself up after, like, put staples and shit. Because once she closed that shit, killed the thing
Right.
inside her.
Right.
But man, that's hell of a movie, man. You know what I mean?
Oh,
And
yeah.
I like that they incorporated that in here because in the first Alien, when that happened to the guy, he died because they didn't even know how to deal with it because it came out of him.
Yeah.
That's what made Alien iconic. Like, oh shit, it came right out of him. Scary shit, kind of scary shit. So I like how they made this kind of advance. Like, oh, okay, this is how it happens in the future. Okay, take this out. Boom. Okay, cool, done.
Good movie.
Yeah, it's a good one. Like I said, I'd recommend it to anyone. It's a really good film.
Definitely. All right, guys. That is our movie of the day. Like I said, we were watching Prometheus. In case you missed it. And
Yes, sir.
let's move on. So
Yes, sir.
now we are gonna get into
Oh,
to some markets with crypto and see what we are doing in these crypto times. Let me get into that real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me pull some stuff up for us. All right, guys. So let's go over and see where we're at. Right now, we have Bitcoin at 111,061 is up 0.69%. Ethereum, your largest altcoin, it is at 4,330, which is down 1.10. And like I told you yesterday, and I called it, we flipped Tether and XRP is back at number 3. I just had to get a little bit of more money put into it. So now XRP is back at number 3 at $2.83, and we are up 1.37%. As far as your fear and greed index, I also called it, and we are back in neutral. Like I told you yesterday, that's exactly what was probably going to happen because got into a little bit of that fear, but we already got so low in this kind of like cycle low that from here on out, it's going to go up a little bit before we start going down again. Just kind of how cycles work. I'm not like an expert in it, but I definitely know about it. Let's get into your global crypto market cap as a whole, which is sitting at 3.83 trillion. It is up 0.68%. So there is a little bit of money coming into it right now. All right, let's get into your top 5 trending. Go over that. Number 1 is going to be Collector Crypt. That one is up 23%. Number 2 is Purple Pepe. That one is down 0.13%. Number 3 is Revox, which is up 1.75%. Number 4 is Solana, which is down 0.34. And number 5 is Ethereum. Now, let's get into your top 5 gainers, starting with number 1, which is NotCat. NotCat is up 549%. Number 2 is America Party, which is up 286%. Number 3 is Fish2, which is up 407%. Number 4 is MAGA Trump, which is up 273%. And number 5 is Mubarak Trump, which is up 253%. Now let's get into your top 100 and some notable mentions, starting with number 13, which is Rock Image. That one is up 255%. Number 19 is Grayscale. That one is up 227%. Number 27, we have Grok. Grok is up 194%. At number 36, we have HyperX, which is up 132%. At number 46, we have Tesla, which is up 68%. At number, 59, we have Elon, which is up 39%. At number 64, we have Summit. Summit is up 37%. And at number 72, we have Detcoin, which is up 28%. At number 80, we have Pepe AI, which is up 28%. And at number 88, we have Macro Hard, which is up 24%. At number 94, we have MetaMars, which is up 22%. And you're sitting in your 100 spot of the day. We have SK Panax, PANAX, which is up 16.10% for the day. All right, guys, that is your crypto market right now and what's going on. And yeah, I'm pretty much doing what I thought I was going to be doing and what I reported on. Now, let's move on and get into your guys' horoscopes for tomorrow. This is going to be for September 3rd, 2025, starting with the first sign of the zodiac, which is also my sign, Aries. So, tomorrow, Aries, professional tasks may involve a new workflow, which could feel unfamiliar at first, but promises future ease. Financial delays are possible if you are applying for loans, so stay patient and plan wisely. Family time can be enriched by showing appreciation to elders. Taurus, health feels steady, though you may need extra time for demanding chores. Financially, you might enjoy luxury if you keep a disciplined track of expenses. At work, legal or ethical snags could arise in partnerships, so read agreements carefully. Family peace may be affected by indirect communication, so opt for clarity. Then we got our Gemini. Financially, your regular income may bring a sense of comfort and control tomorrow. Career growth is likely as you refine your problem solving techniques. Keeping emotional balance at home, you need patience, especially if old wounds surface. Embrace your wellness journey with mindful habits that support body confidence. Then we got our Cancer. Academic progress may feel stable tomorrow with nothing too demanding, yet a step forward. Financially, automated tools may enhance credit management. Digestive health appears in sync, making meals more enjoyable. Professional conversations with a peer might offer valuable insights. And we got J sign Leo. Changes in your daily routine might feel disruptive if made suddenly, but let your body adjust slowly. Donations or financial sharing should stay within budget to avoid imbalance. At work, you may find it challenging to stand out despite your efforts. Avoid sweeping family issues under the rug as small triggers could escalate. Group travel plans may need better coordination to avoid confusion. Then we got our Virgo. A mentor's guidance tomorrow may bring clarity in business or decision making. Financial plans may benefit from rechecking investment allocations. Inner peace can be maintained through a calm, balanced mental approach. At home, teamwork on creative tasks can boost bonding. And we got our Libra. Travel ideas may feel more inspiring if you follow online recommendations tomorrow. Physically, your natural food choices may help maintain vitality. Family discussions could finally bring emotional barriers and restore closeness. Business synergies may shape your future goals if timed well. Then we got our Scorpio. Career disagreements may require a diplomatic touch, so avoid reacting too soon. Financially, industrial slowdowns might impact wholesale returns. Health shifts made tomorrow, even small ones, can bring long term benefits. Emotional discussions with elders may offer wisdom that touches your core. And we got our Sagittarius. Learning feels fun and imaginative tomorrow, encouraging deeper engagement with studies. At work, breaking performance records may put you in the spotlight. Investment plans may slowly gain traction as well researched action. Parenting might involve encouraging kids to think independently. Travel may not be thrilling, but could still bring a refreshing change. And we got our Capricorn. Family life may become draining if emotional conflicts remain unresolved, so handle situations with patience. Career demands could disrupt your personal plans, so aim for flexibility. Wellness routines may help calming effects tomorrow. Investing efforts into budgeting may lead to stronger long term financial security. Then we got our Aquarius. Workplace tech upgrades can increase output but require sensitivity towards team concerns. Financial tasks like check clearance might take longer to manage buffers smartly. Shared hobbies at home may promote harmony through finding common ground, could take effort. Travel plans will likely unfold at a relaxing pace. Last but not least, we have our Pisces. Fluctuating energy tomorrow may require minor tweaks in your schedule to stay balanced. You might face small financial obligations, but they are likely to disrupt stability. External pressure at work could clash with your plans despite effective planning. Property decisions should be approached with caution to unpredictable returns. All right, guys, that is our horoscope for tomorrow. That is going to be September 3rd, 2025. Like I said, we like to do that just to kind of help guide you guys along your path every day. That being said, let us move on now and get into our conspiracy of the night. So for tonight, guys, I wanted to dive in and get into a little bit more of a deep dive into the mysterious conspiracy about dragons. Now, most people think that dragons are fairy tales, just myths from the past. But what if I told you dragons might have been real? Still could be connected to hidden truths about our history, our bloodlines, even the zodiac. Tonight, we're not just talking about fantasy, we're talking about the possibility that dragons walk this earth and maybe even shape the future of humanity. So, let's get into the universal myth of dragons. Every culture across the globe, China, Europe, South America, has legends of massive serpents or dragons. Why? If it was just a myth, why did civilizations with no contact describe the same beast? Fire breathing, winged, scaled, and powerful. In Chinese culture, the dragon is not evil, but a symbol of wisdom, luck, and imperial power. In fact, the Chinese zodiac includes the dragon as the only mythical creature among real animals: rat, ox, tiger, rabbit, etc. Why would they choose a fake creature unless it was something their ancestors believed was real? In Europe, dragons are seen as destroyers, hoarders of treasure, enemies of knights. In South America, the feathered serpent god Quetzalcoatl is eerily similar to a dragon, and even the Bible references a dragon in the book of Revelation, symbolizing immense power. So, here's the conspiracy. Maybe dragons weren't myth at all, but a real species, and humanity remembers them through legend. So, were dragons dinosaurs or something more? Mainstream science says that dragons are just inspired by dinosaur fossils, but here's the twist. What if dragons were genetically engineered beings? Hybrids created by ancient civilizations, or even beings that lived alongside early humans? Some conspiracists believe the Anunnaki, the ancient gods from Sumerian tablets, created dragon like beings as guardians. Could this be why rulers and kings in ancient times associated themselves with dragon imagery, from the Welsh flag to Chinese emperors? Were they showing off their connection to these beasts? So let's go over the dragon bloodline conspiracy. There's an old legend about dragon blood running through royal families. Ever heard of the term blue blood? Some claim it comes from rulers with Rh negative blood types, rare bloodlines that may not be fully human. That ties to another conspiracy we talked about on blood types. These royal bloodlines often use dragon symbol. The House of Draco and even the Order of the Dragon were secret societies connected to rulers in Eastern Europe. Could it be that those with dragon bloodlines once ruled the earth and the myths were ways to preserve the knowledge? And then let's get into the Chinese zodiac mystery. Now, back to that, it has 12 animals, but only one mythical creature, the dragon. And why? Some believe that at the time of its creation, dragons were actually real, roaming the skies and waters. They were honored as gods and protectors, not as fantasy. The placement of the dragon in the zodiac, the Chinese zodiac, might be a clue that humanity once coexisted with them. Others speculate that the dragon represents hidden power, a reminder of forces humanity has forgotten. So let's get into dragons as energy beings. Here is where it gets metaphysical. When people look at stars through telescopes and see vibrating waves of light, some believe dragons weren't physical creatures at all, but energy beings, high frequency entities. In Eastern mythicism, and a dragon energy is a real concept representing cosmic power that flows through the universe. Could dragons have been beings that traveled between dimensions, appearing in physical form where they wanted? This would explain why ancient texts described them as both physical and spiritual, and why some cultures feared them while others worshipped them. Hidden dragons today. Here's a wild one. Some conspiracy theorists believe dragons never went extinct. Instead, they went underground or into hidden dimensions. Caves, deep mountains, and unexplored regions might still hold their lairs. Think about the Himalayas or deep jungles where few humans go. Governments and elites could be hiding evidence of dragon remains or even living dragons to keep humanity from knowing the truth. And why? Because dragons represent untamed power, and if humans discover that, we might remember how powerful we are too. So let's get into the Saturn and dragon connection. Some researchers tie dragons to the Saturn cult, where Saturn is linked with control, fear, and limitations. Dragons, as symbols of chaos and energy, might represent forces that could break humanity free from Saturn's control. Could it be that myths of knights slaying dragons were symbolic stories of elites trying to suppress raw human potential? I don't know, guys. For you to decide. Let's bring it together, though. What if dragons are truth? The big conspiracy is this: dragons weren't just myth. They were either real beings, remnants of a forgotten species, or higher dimensional entities that shaped our civilization. Their presence is hidden in plain sight in symbols, flags, bloodlines, and the zodiac. The elites know this, and they've kept dragons as fairy tales so the average day Joe would never look deeper. So, I guess what you as an average day Joe can do is pay attention to dragon imagery in pop culture, politics, and symbols. It might be more than fantasy if you guys want to dive deeper into this. You can also research dragon legends in your own heritage. Every culture has one. Ask yourself why. And consider whether dragons represent external beings or the hidden, raw power within you waiting to be unleashed. So, the next time someone tells you dragons aren't real, remember this: every legend comes from truth. And if dragons were powerful enough to be remembered for thousands of years, maybe they're not as extinct as we're told. Maybe the dragon isn't just a creature, maybe it's a force inside of us all waiting to rise. All right, guys, that is our conspiracy of the night. We were talking about dragons. What do you think, Jay? Are dragons real or not
Yeah, they were.
real?
They were or they are. They just, obviously same thing. Dinosaurs, all that stuff. All that stuff is real. They may have even dragons may even have been the dinosaur in all. But you know, that could have been a term they came up with, dinosaur. You know what I'm saying? But I believe, yeah, dragons are definitely real. They even have the bones to prove it.
At least he proved it to me.
What?
At least he proved it to me.
Oh yeah, because she's Targaryen.
Yep.
Yeah. So no, I've seen they actually have you could look it up, all the bones and everything from dragons. So
Did they already found them?
yeah. Oh yeah. There's so many of them. It's crazy too, because every now and then, obviously there's AI these days, but every now and then you'll get a random, oh my God, this could be a dragon in the sky from China. You know what I mean?
Uh,
People like filming,
yeah,
so
I got you.
yeah, could be AI, but yeah, I know dragons were real. That's common sense.
Yeah, for sure. All right. So we are coming to the end of our show for you guys. We did have a little bit of a shorter one today because we did not have that many sports going on, but mind that does not matter because right after this show, we are pretty much within an hour going back live and we're going to be doing our last gym live of the week. So
Yeah, baby.
today is our hard one. We're going to be incorporating back and shoulders at the same time.
And traps.
If Jay
Yep.
is up, and if Jay is even up to it, he might even pull off some abs for us today. We
I
shall
will.
see.
I didn't squat, so I'll be fine.
Okay,
I'll be fine to do some abs. So
gotcha. So we're gonna do back, shoulders, and abs. That's gonna be our live in about an hour from now. So check that out. And yeah, I did post my date with Kate as well yesterday. So please check that out if you haven't already. We did a cool little Monterey type Gilroy trip for you guys. And yeah, pretty much that is it for us. Health, wealth, and happiness is our motto. And let's finish off with Jay's and mine final words of wisdom for you guys. What you got? Jay?
I'm gonna go very simple since listening to your conspiracy, I'm gonna go very simple here. I'm gonna go with Voltaire. Dare to think for yourself. Keeping it nice and simple, meaning, it's not hard to, have the courage to use your own like reasoning, your own mind, your own conclusions, just you don't have to rely on the masses, authority or anything. Just it's important to question, have curiosity, use some critical thinking in your head and just, dive in and basically, come up with your own conclusions and thoughts. It's very important, So that's why I'm going with that one today. And if you are able to do that stuff, you're going to achieve just personal growth on a day to day. Simple.
Right.
That's it.
All right. And just to kind of finish off with what you're saying, Jay, staying on the same note to close the show. At the end of the day, guys, the greatest gift you can give yourself is the ability to think for yourself. When you stop letting the herd tell you what to believe and start questioning, observing, and trusting your own mind, you step into true freedom. Independence of thought is the foundation of a powerful spirit. And as once Buddha said, do not believe anything simply because you have heard it. Do not believe in traditions just because they have been handed down for many generations. Believe only what you yourself judge to be true. And that is from the wise words of Buddha. All right, guys. And that's why we always give you the conspiracy theories because we don't know if it's true or not, but at least we're giving you some of these little tools to let you dive deeper and be like, oh, yeah, I wonder about it. And then you guys can do your own research and whatever you come up with, but it's always good just to always don't believe everything and kind of guide your own path, your own way. Let, you have to do your own research. So a lot of things in life. All right, guys. Thank you again for being here. Shout out to we got like 98 people that are watching. Please don't forget to hit the like, subscribe, and share so we can share this alpha with you every night when we do our show Monday to Friday. And we will see you guys back here in about an hour for our gym life. All right. So that's it. Peace out, guys. Until